Violent and abusive men don't always end up paying for their crimes.
What's up with the door?
He just ripped it off!
I bet y'all can't give me no more than 5 years. I'll be back out.
But in the disturbing cases of these abusive men, they got caught, although seemingly without a care about the women they hurt. On January 4th, 2024, deputies responded to an emergency 911 call from a trailer home where they could hear children's screams and a dispute between a man and a woman during the call. When the deputies arrived, they were met by an intoxicated husband, identified as John, who claimed everything was fine. However, his wife, who was clearly distressed, had concerning information to tell the authorities.
How are you?
Hello.
Hey, you guys ain't arguing, are you?
No, we're all right.
Are you? Okay. What are we arguing about?
He's drunk. He hurt me and the kids. I want him out of here.
Okay, we'll get inside here before we can go heat the inside or outside up.
He tore the kids' door off. I'm tired of warning him. I'm tired of threatening him. He's not getting it. I can't do it no more. I've tried. I can't. And he thinks it's funny.
No, I don't think it's funny.
I can't do it no more. I love the man to death. I can't do it, you guys. I've reached out to everybody. Everybody knows about it. I've told him, as he's looking me dead in the face right now, I can't do it no more, you guys. I'm done.
You come at me all the time. I'm laying in bed with my boy.
Why, and the cops show up? That's what
Yeah,
you
the door knocks and I just come to the door.
Do I have to show him the door? Do I have to show him my hair?
Argue with me?
We're gonna look at it. So there's no.
I mean,
hey,
I can't do this. Tell him I can't do this.
Let's go back to you. Just stay out
You
here.
landed on the
Talk to
kids.
him.
You hurt the baby.
I mean, I didn't hurt you.
You hurt the kids. It's about the kids.
Hey, that's enough.
The kids?
According to the wife, John had hurt her and the kids. However, John tried to deny her claim, so the woman showed the officer some proof of his violent acts.
I can't, you guys. Like, the door, he ripped it off.
What's up with the door?
He just ripped it off. I tried closing it on him.
I'm like 2 feet from you. But why?
I was trying to protect me and the kids.
Mm-hmm. You were in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He ripped the door off. I mean, I can only do so
Where's
much.
the other kids at?
The other one's in bed.
Okay. You see her though?
I called you guys twice. I left it on the phone.
Yeah, we were trying to get here.
I can't. He's in bed.
Okay. He's asleep though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he put the door somewhere back here. Like, I'm home all day long with my kids. I don't go anywhere. Right here. He put the door right here. This is my kids' place where we're remodeling it and staying in it. They go to bed at 7, 10 o'clock, almost 11. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I can't.
Yeah.
He ripped my hair out. I got hair I saved for you guys because he just... It's so much. I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, from what you're telling me, you're having some domestic violence going on here.
It's beyond domestic. Yeah.
So
It's beyond. It's just... What am I supposed to do? Tell me what the... Am I supposed
I mean,
to
if you're willing to write a statement out of what happened, I mean, that's the first step.
I want him out of our lives permanently. He's just going to come back and hurt us even more.
Well, then you need to get a civil protection order.
Look at this. I just can't.
No, yeah, you shouldn't have to go through that.
Take him to jail. Statement. I'll do whatever I have to do. Just get him out of here.
Okay, and in the morning, you need to go get a civil protection order.
Please. I do anything. Just
Okay.
get the from us.
Okay.
After hearing the wife's account of what happened, the police also questioned the husband to hear his side of the story.
What's up with the door, John? Do you have ID? Can you give me your ID? What's up with the door?
What's that?
How many times do I have to ask you? What is up with the door? Why did you rip it off?
I didn't rip it off. I grabbed the door and pulled the door and it come off.
Why?
Well, I don't know why.
Why did you open the door?
Because I was coming in to see my kids. She wants to
Because
hide
they were
behind my
gonna-
kids. She wants to hide
Because
behind my boys.
in her mind, you're out of control. So she was trying to get away from you.
Control. Okay, we're both out of control.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what
We're out of
happened?
control.
If you all are fighting and she goes to a room to get away from you with the kids, that's where she's left.
I grabbed door and pulled the fucking handle and I pulled the door off.
Henry 1.
Yeah.
It was beyond that. Come on, man. I told
That's
you
my whole
I can't.
point. She's in there for a reason. To get away from you. That don't give you the right to rip the door off the hinges.
Or keep beating me in the head while I'm
Or hit her.
Get in there.
When her hair's falling out and everything else.
Going, man.
Your hair's falling out?
Yeah, there's clumps of hairs back there.
This
Hey,
keeps coming,
ma'am,
John.
go on in the back for a minute.
You don't understand.
My question is, why? Do you want your kids to grow up that way?
Absolutely not.
Then why are you doing it?
Is it all on me?
Tonight, I think it is, yeah.
I don't believe so.
Well, she got away from the situation. You ripped the door off the hinges and threw it. So that would suggest that maybe you're a little bit more off the hinge than her.
Okay. I mean, you know what? Maybe I need to leave tonight.
No, you're leaving with us. Go ahead and turn around.
No, I don't need to
turn
be
around.
handcuffed.
Yeah, you're,
Turn around.
Why is
you're in
that?
jail for domestic violence. You can't do what you did.
No, I didn't domestic violence anybody.
Sure you
No.
Yeah.
The officers placed John under arrest for domestic violence, yet he remained oblivious, claiming and acting as though domestic violence was the least of the things he could be accused of.
I mean, she's going to have me arrested for domestic violence?
Yeah.
Ashley? You going to have me arrested for domestic violence?
I'm done. I told you. You won't take the warning, so I'm done.
I mean, are you for real?
You got shoes?
I mean,
Yeah,
really?
I even did it with a straight face. Yeah, I'm for real. Where's your shoes at?
I mean, there was no domestic violence.
Simple question. Please answer it. Where are your shoes?
I want a simple question myself. I mean, you're going to have me arrested for domestic violence? There was no domestic violence?
Cabinet, yep.
Which one's
In the back.
Ashley?
Ain't your own ones, right?
You say there's domestic violence?
Black ones or what?
Yeah. Take the black ones. The rest of them I'll pack
Yeah,
up.
that's some
I'll
shit, man. It's okay for her to do what she does to me.
My mouth is one thing, John, but
No, it's not that.
Do you want to
we
put these on?
Can you take him off? I'm not going to.
No.
You can slide them on. They're going to give you.
You can
pants
either
to
put them on or you can just put your shoes on. But we're not uncuffing you. That's not how that works.
But I don't know why I'm cuffed.
Because you're going to jail for domestic violence. I've already told you that.
I've not.
Are you going to
there's
put these on,
domestic-
yes or no?
Yeah.
Get your foot in there.
There's no domestic violence, though.
It says you. That's why there's a court.
That's pretty interesting, huh?
Ma'am,
Yes.
do you know where his wallet's at? I need his ID.
Okay.
Realizing that he was actually getting arrested, John demanded that the police arrest his wife as well.
I get arrested? Then why don't she get arrested for domestic violence?
What did you tell us that she did something
Well, absolutely. She comes to me and throws me like that.
tonight?
Absolutely, man.
You haven't said any of that.
Well, I mean,
You said nothing was going on.
I mean, I got kids in here.
Are you going to get your ID out? That's not a.
Yeah, but
get it out.
She can't come and do that to me, and I'm the only one that's getting arrested.
You didn't say any of that happened.
Because it didn't. Come on. Stop.
ID.
Just stop.
Focus.
And go. How many times someone got to tell you to go?
Just
Point.
I'll let you write a statement, and if the court decides to charge her, they can charge her. She's not going to jail tonight. She's going to stay with the babies.
that's some dude.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's how I see it tonight, okay? You can write a statement out. I'll be more than happy to give you one when we get to jail. You can fill it out. You can write whatever you want on it.
John even tried to reason that he should not be arrested by mentioning that he was the one paying the bills and that his wife had no right to come at him and have him arrested for his actions.
So I pay all the bills here.
Okay?
She pays nothing.
That doesn't matter.
She can't come at me and think that I get arrested for it.
Well, you keep adding things, so I'm trying to figure out. I'm just keeping up with you. Put your shoes on. Or you can go in stocking feet. It doesn't matter to me. I'm trying to be nice to you.
Well, I'm trying to be nice too, man.
Okay.
I just
Then
want
put
you
your
to
shoes on.
understand where I'm coming
I hear
from.
what you're saying.
No,
Okay.
you don't.
I do. But if it was such a problem, when she was doing all that, you should have called us. And you didn't.
Can you uncuff me?
No. You put your shoes on, or
I'm
you
not
can go
gonna
in your
fucking
stocking feet.
like wrestle you down or nothing.
Well,
like
I know
that.
you wouldn't, but that's besides the point. Let's roll. Watch your step though, because it's a little icy right here on the corner.
Oh, I know what it is. I live here.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't know. I'm being put in the back of the car.
I told you.
After securing John in the squad car, one of the deputies returned to the trailer to speak with the wife and gather more details regarding her husband's abuse.
Ma'am? Sorry. Are you willing to fill out a statement about what happened?
Yes.
Okay. Is this door a little funky?
Yep, he did that too.
Okay. So, we can get into all that. I can't do everything for you tonight.
I know what's happening.
But I'll answer all of your questions. Okay.
Good. I hit the baby and fell on him. It like freaked me out.
He hit the child?
Yeah, I fell on him.
Like, how did he hit him?
Like the baby. Because he went to go hit me. And he was sitting here, like, he hit the baby and he started screaming and crying. I'm like, John, stop.
Like closed fist, open fist?
He had me by the throat.
Was he squeezing?
Yeah, he freaked me out, man. Like,
Okay.
that's why I called you guys. And
So have a seat for me, okay? Have a seat for me. So that's why we're here, is because the 911 did go through, but whatever they heard and told us didn't sound like a fight. It sounded like maybe an argument.
Like,
But nonetheless, we're here now.
I was hiding in the bathroom, and when he come in, I was like, John, stop, please. Like, I'm begging you. I love you. Please stop. Like, I was trying to,
Okay.
you know, like,
When he had his hands around your neck,
yeah,
was he squeezing?
as hard as he could.
Did at any point like you black out?
Like, several times, if you want to be honest about it.
Okay.
Because when I was trying to get to the bedroom, and when he was forcing himself through the door, I had Hunter in this arm and the baby in my arms.
Okay.
And he's just swinging away on my head, man.
Okay. Do you mind look up for me? I'd like to look at your neck. When he was squeezing, were you able to swallow? Were you choking? Were you able to speak?
Like I couldn't breathe.
Okay. I know this has probably been going on for a while, right?
I have pictures of it every single time.
I can really only help you if you know the exact dates for stuff. For right now, I just need what happened tonight,
Right.
okay?
All right.
All that stuff that you've been documenting will be very helpful for the CPO, the Civil Protection Order.
As a consequence of his actions, John was charged with domestic violence and strangulation. On August 14th, 2023, law enforcement responded to a distress call at an airport concerning a man who had allegedly assaulted his fiancée on board a plane. According to the woman, this incident was one of several instances where her fiancé exhibited overly aggressive behavior.
So what happened?
Like, I was telling him that I needed to get stuff out of my backpack, and I was telling him that he was being rude or whatnot, and he started elbowing me and stuff and trying to put his finger in my face because he's mad or whatever. And then he started, like, being more aggressive, so, like, I had my selfie stick in my hand, like, trying to keep him from hitting me because he, like, trying to come hit me.
Has he hit you in the past?
No, but like he just has these moments where he gets a little overly aggressive, and this is one of them. And I'm just trying to get home to my kids.
Where do you live? Denver?
In Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. So this is a connecting flight?
Yeah, well, I just thought it was a straight through flight to Las Vegas. All I'm doing is trying to get home.
Okay. How did he elbow you?
Like he was just elbowing me. Like,
Where at?
like I'm sitting here, so he's elbowing me, like in my side area and on my arm.
Was he using a lot of force?
Yeah, it's like he wasn't just like he was trying to elbow me.
So he was. Do you think he was doing it, trying to cover up what he was doing to the other people?
Yeah, like, of course he ain't trying to make it seem like we fighting in public, but it's still like, why are you even being this aggressive with me? I'm just talking.
I mean, I elbowed her.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then he did it more than once, so I'm like, not gonna
Well, how many times did he elbow you?
like 2-3 times.
Where were the
And
other
then he
elbows
started
at?
with the finger, and then because I'm moving my arm, so it was here and on my arm.
Did any of those cause you pain where you were like, ouch, that really hurt?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Okay. Can you just have a seat for me in the corner over here?
Yeah.
Can we speak with the flight attendant? Sure. Looks like it's going to be a domestic, so I just need to get
Pretty much. Especially when they're hitting each other, that's domestic for sure.
Yeah, so I want to talk to the flight and see what they
And
saw to corroborate.
to help you a little bit better too, They were at E10. They were calling for a corner. They were talking. She was sitting in the wheelchair. They were talking to us and everything. So it could be either a heated thing while they came over here, and then once they started going in, and that's when the altercation started. But they were calling for at E10.
Who witnessed the fight between the passengers?
I saw them going back.
Can I talk to both of you guys?
The officer gathered witness statements to support what the woman had reported. However, these accounts revealed a more complex altercation than initially described by the woman.
I just need to figure out what happened, what did you guys see. So I can talk to you guys one at a time to make sure.
Oh, yes,
You were first.
Yes. So I was flagged down by some passengers who looked alarmed, and then the passenger in front said they were hitting each other. And then when I approached and I saw them, they were hitting each other like pushing back and forth like this.
Okay, so you saw the physical contact, you saw them pushing each other back and forth.
Yes.
So when I was aware of the incident, I sat. The incident was in 6. I sat in 8. I was just sitting there, I was listening. He's fussing around. He's like, and then she said something to him, and he turned to her and pushed her right in her face. And two fingers pushed her in her face. And I went up and I went, "Miss, will you come with me?" And then she's like, "Yes, please." And so she picked up her stuff, and then he had one of her bags like wrapped around his leg, and he would let her have it. And I was like, "Can you let go of her bag?" And he was, "That's my wife." And she went, "We're not married." And I went, "Please just come with me." And she's like, "Thank you." But he pushed her right in her face.
So you saw the physical contact, you saw he like grabbed her in the face.
He smushed her in her face.
Now, would his hand stay on her face a little bit, or did he like shove her face?
It was it was more than just like a 1 second thing. Like she.
Remember what hand he uses, right or left?
He reached over, so it had been his left.
Okay, so you two saw the.
We were right in front of them, and then I heard that they started to argue and like really fight. And then he started to. It sounded like he was starting to threaten her, and then she was like, "Don't touch me," and she was like, "I'll hit you back." But it looked like he started to hit her first, and like shove her in her. And then she kind of started hitting back. So I was like, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm gonna tell the police. I saw like a cane thrown.
A cane?
Yeah, it looked like a mouse. But I think she was the one with the metal cane.
Okay. When you say hitting, was it closed fist, open fist, elbows, or?
I wasn't able to see that well.
I know the flight's going to take off, so I'm not going to have you fill out a written statement, because I don't think we have that time. But if we can get your ID and a phone number to contact you at a later date, because we're going to have to go handle this, but it doesn't look like it's something else. I'll just take your name and your phone number if you have to go back on a frame and get it.
Seeking clarity, the officer revisited the woman to solicit a more detailed account of the events.
You have your ID on you?
Yeah.
So here is where we're at, okay? We have few witnesses. They saw a cane being used.
That was my
They saw. Now, did you use that to hit him with?
What? Yeah, because he was.
So you hit him with the cane?
I just was swinging it to keep him from hitting me.
Well, when you were swinging, did you hit him at all with it? Did you make contact with them?
I don't even know.
Just start from the beginning. What caused this fight?
We were sitting down in our seat, and
already on the plane.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any altercation out here, or were you guys good up
No, we
here?
were good up here. Like we just got on the plane and everything just went left. Cause his bag, I got in first. He was like, "I'm not gonna sit in the middle seat," so I had to come out and then get back in, and my foot's hurt. He had left his bag under the seat or whatever, and I'm like, "Dude, your bag is too big. I need to switch it." He's like, "Forget it. Don't do it right now. Whatever." And as I'm like talking to him, like I was like, "Well, I need to get something out of my bag." And I'm reaching over to get my bag. He's talking about you doing too much and all this kind of stuff. And then like one thing led to another, and he started like elbowing me and trying to put his finger in my face. When he kept elbowing me, like, and when he come at me, I just was like, "You're not finna hit me. You're not finna touch me."
Now I know we talked about the elbowing earlier, so. When he struck you with the elbow on your side, we'll do a pain scale of 0 to 5. 0 being you felt no pain, to 5 being.
I didn't feel anything because my adrenaline was rushing.
How do you feel right now?
Right now, I'm just scared that I'm gonna miss this flight and I ain't gonna be able to get home to my kids.
So the elbow didn't cause.
No, like it didn't cause any like major anything.
Okay.
No.
So he started elbowing you. What did you do?
I started trying to defend myself. At one point, I told him, I was like, "I will punch you in the face. You're not gonna, you know." And then that's when the fingers and him coming at me and stuff.
So where did the cane come from?
I had it in my hand because I was finna get ready to watch TV on it. It was already set. He done broke it and everything.
Yeah, I know you said you were swinging the cane. You just don't remember if you made contact with them or anything?
No.
Now, is that a cane or is that
No, it's not a cane. It's a selfie stick.
Okay.
He broke
like,
it.
the passengers thought it was a cane.
Yeah, no.
So he did break it, though?
Yes, he broke it sitting right there and put it in the back of the seat.
How did you, was it pushing, punching, slapping?
Yeah, it was me pushing him back like, no, you're not gonna hit me.
So he already had elbowed you, correct?
Yes.
And then he was coming back at you.
Yes.
And that's when you try to defend yourself.
Myself.
Subsequently, the officer approached the woman's fiancé, who claimed the dispute stemmed from the woman's insistence on retrieving something from the bag.
Just start from the beginning. What happened?
Man, so I was asleep. I don't even really, all I know, she kept asking for the bag. I'm like, babe, I'll give you a bag in a second. And then she's like, give me my bag. Because, you know, we had to switch seats. I don't even know what she wanted out of the bag. I'm like, just wait. Just let me get situated. Wait, I'll get you the bag. What's in the bag? Just wait. Your leg already messed up. I've been taking care of from all day, every day. From the day one, like, hey, I get this for you. Sit down, relax. Don't do nothing. Move. Just sit down. I got you. I'll bring you food. I'll get you ice, whatever you want.
Is this already on the plane?
Yeah, we just got on the plane. She was kept asking me.
And so you fell asleep immediately when you got on the
plane?
plane?
I really wasn't even up yet getting on the plane. So
okay.
Yeah, when I got back on the plane, I was like,
okay,
like, babe, I'm going to sleep. She's like, you know, I'm like, babe, give me my bag. I'm like, babe, wait. Just give me a second. I get the bag. You know, you wake somebody up, they be cranky, you know?
No, I got you, yeah.
Yeah. She was reaching over. I'm like, just wait. Because my bag don't fit under her like this. So I'm like, hold on, I got to get your bag. I'm going to get the bag. Just give me a second. We literally just got on the plane. I don't even know what she wanted in the bag. I can't even remember.
So she was adamant about moving your bag.
Yeah, moving the bag. I'm like, this way, leaning off. I'm like, this way, wait. I'll get the bag. Give me a second.
Okay.
And she gets mad at me because she's trying to get the bag, and I'm telling her just to wait a second. I'm gonna switch the bag. Let we just getting on the plane. Let's get situated first, and I get you the bag and earbuds or whatever they was, and I don't even remember.
What happened after that?
I don't really remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up with you, okay?
I
have witnesses, and I have what she's telling me, okay? You broke her selfie stick.
No, I break the selfie stick. I think I hit 3 times with it, like she trying to do like this, trying to.
Well, no, I got witnesses saying that you put your hands on her, not necessarily your hands, that you were assaulting her. Okay.
No, what I was doing.
Look, you just need to be honest, okay?
No, I'm being honest with you. What I was doing.
Okay, because initially you told me that you don't remember. Okay, that's why. I want you to be straight.
Remember, this is just straight up. When she kept trying to reach for the bag, I'm like, just wait. Your leg is already messed up. You can't even move it. This is what I'm telling her. She's being extra aggressive trying to get the bag. I'm like, will you stop and just wait? Will you quit? This is what I'm telling her. Bring it over and tell her. She know what I'm doing. It's on camera. I'm going to lie. I'm 43 years old. I don't lie about nothing. I'm getting her off of me from trying to get the bag. Nobody's seeing her do that. Nobody's seeing her literally reach over me trying to grab the bag, and I'm like,
so
no,
that's
wait.
what we're trying to figure out. But
yes,
okay,
that's what
so
it is.
why did you elbow her multiple times?
I got hit with the stick when she was trying to get the bag. She's like, give me my. I'm like, man, get this stick off of me, and I broke it. I didn't break it when she hit me. I already had it in my hand.
So
I broke the stick because I got mad.
So she was trying to hit you with the stick.
Yeah,
and that was
so I got
before
mad.
you had elbowed her.
There wasn't no elbows to get off of me. Because she kept trying to lean over me like this and get the bag. What you gonna do? Sit down right here.
Okay.
Bag under the seat. She's leaning over. I'm like, babe, will you wait? Wait a second. That's what they might have been seeing. They're not seeing her. The bag is under the seat. Give me my bag. I need to get it out. Hey, wait. I'll get the selfie out there. Whatever it was you want. Did you want an earbud or something? That's when I was like, move. I wasn't just like,
okay.
I'm like, no, stop. I'll get the bag.
Okay. And so we have a witness saying you also grabbed her by her mouth and pushed her away from you. So what was that about?
If somebody is on you, what you supposed to do?
So what you're trying to say is she was the aggressor in this. She was trying to get the bag. She was getting on top of you. You were just trying to get her off of you.
Yeah, I'm sitting down.
When confronted with witness testimony that he had made threats toward the woman, the man remained silent and merely shook his head.
Did you make any comments to her about anything? Like, did you threaten her in any way or shape or form?
Your flight is currently on the ground, making its way over to
Leave me alone.
We will begin deboarding.
Okay, but you didn't say like you would do something to her if she didn't leave you alone, or
Nah, just regular. Nah, nothing. You know, like you know, just
like I said, we had witnesses saying that you made threats to her. Okay, so after everything stopped, what happened after that?
They moved.
They moved and they kicked you guys off the flight.
Yeah.
Okay.
But after we was fighting, we still was sitting there. We was
so.
Alright, just gonna leave me alone. Shut up talking to me. Yeah, you stop talking to me.
So what's the plan for tonight? You guys aren't getting on this flight. It's gone. It's left. Probably don't have a flight until tomorrow. What's the plan?
Oh my God. I don't even know, man. We've been on the plane already enough. I don't even know.
All right. Just hang out with me.
We'll just have to talk.
I'm just trying to get all the facts straight in the case. Like, so it's hard for us to piece it together when we weren't there to witness it. We got people telling us one thing. We had two different stories here, okay? So before you even touched him, were you trying to lean over him to grab your bag or anything like that?
I was getting something out of my bag, but it wasn't like in any type of aggressive manner or anything.
Do you think that's what caused the...
No, he started telling me like, you're doing too much and you're ungrateful. And I'm like, fine, I don't ever gotta travel with you ever again. And then he went to call me and saying how ungrateful I was.
Well, I have witnesses saying he threatened you.
He did. We get off this plane. I'm gonna get you hitting me with that.
Okay. Have you guys had any other domestic violence cases in the past?
Not cases, no, but we've gotten into it before.
But never where cops were involved?
No.
Okay. How are you feeling right now? Do you feel any pain? Like
no, other than my sprain.
But that's
yeah, that's it. That's not, yeah.
Okay.
Following a comprehensive review of the testimony from both parties and the witnesses, the police decided to arrest the man.
All right, go ahead and stand up for me. Facing my partner over here.
So what's going to happen is you get transported to our jail. It's the DFW Airport jail.
For what?
So right now it's assault, family violence.
Assault?
Family violence, yes, sir.
I'm the one got hit with the stick.
Just based on, I'm not the one who did it. So based off his investigation, the witnesses.
Okay. I have witnesses.
Who got hit with the stick? Me or her?
Okay. According to witnesses,
what I want to know.
You're the only one saying that you got hit with the stick. Okay. She says she didn't hit you with. But that's besides the fact. Okay. I got witnesses saying you assaulted her and you threatened her. Okay. But right now is you appear to be the aggressor, and everybody I talked with, you're the aggressor at this point. Okay. Right now it's a Class C family violence. I just can't leave you here though with her because we don't want things that could get even more out of control.
I don't even got nowhere to go. Okay. How the you gonna try to send me to jail and Texas?
Let's go.
And I ain't got nowhere to go. Shot 5 times and 18 robbed. Y'all talking about she's scared of me.
We'll get everything figured out, okay? I'll ask her if there's any phone numbers that you need. I'll write them down. I'll take them with you and get jail.
That's crazy, bro. I gotta go to jail and I'm the one getting hit. Ain't no cameras on the plane. Just answer that for me. Is there cameras on the plane?
No, there's no cameras on the plane.
So only the fact that I get hit and she don't get hit. She hit me and she don't go to jail. I don't know what I'm going to jail for, and I'm the one to get hit with a selfie stick just because I don't want to give her the bag right away. That's crazy.
From the witnesses I talked to, they kind of corroborated what you were saying. He was the aggressor. I know you were in a heated moment. You probably don't remember exactly that happened. He hit you on the face, well, pushed you on the face, so I can't leave you guys go together and then something else happens, okay? That's why he's going to jail for family violence. It's going to be upgraded to Class A misdemeanor because he threatened you. This is what we call a family violence packet, okay? So you said he's your fiance. This is the first time it's ever got to that point?
No, like we've gotten a little physical, like, you know, but not to the point where I felt like I was unsafe or like I couldn't handle myself, you know what I mean? Like.
While being transported to jail, the man remained unapologetic and insisted that his fiancée should also go to jail.
If I gotta go to jail, she gotta go to jail. She the one started it. You gotta go to jail. Nah, man. Y'all laws are still way behind in time, man. Nobody going to jail for no family altercations, man. Nobody takes you to jail for family altercations no more.
As a consequence of his actions, the man was charged with domestic violence. On January 16th, 2021, deputies arrived at a residence following a report of a man identified as Justin Dubois, who allegedly threatened a woman with a butcher knife during an argument. When the police arrived at the scene, the woman gave a more detailed account of all the other threats Justin had made against her and her kids.
What's he doing over here, Sarah?
Pushing me around.
Huh?
Pushing me around.
Why is he over here? Justin, it's the sheriff's office. Come on.
Where are the kids?
They're at my grandmother's.
Who else is inside?
Just him.
Just him?
He keeps telling me he's going to slaughter me and my kids if I let him go to jail. That he's gonna
Well, why didn't you tell the deputies all this stuff earlier?
Because I was scared. I don't know.
Okay, so what do you do, lock you out of the house?
He was nodding out, sleeping. Like he said that he was going to do dope in my house, and I couldn't get up.
Okay, well, did he lock you out of your house?
No, he nodded out, and I called the cops, and he was sleeping.
Is he inside?
Yeah. Yeah, he came.
Is the door locked?
Yeah, and my keys and everything. I got the phone. And I'm like,
okay, how did you get locked out of the house?
He was nodded out inside.
I don't know what that means.
He was asleep. He was on dope, and
So he was asleep?
Yeah, and
So you locked yourself out of the house?
No, I ran out the front door. He woke up since I got outside. Started coming out here screaming, "Hey, bitch, I know you're
Okay, so how are we going to get in your house?
I mean, I can break a window. My landlord said I'm allowed to. It's my residence. So, I mean, unless you want to kick the door in, I'm giving you permission.
Well, I mean, you gonna have to pay for that damage.
No, I will. But it's a small price to pay for all the what I'm getting rid of. So.
Justin, come on. You're not making this any easier.
Sarah, why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
I was scared.
When you came out and talked to us?
I know.
You were with us. He's not going to hurt you when you're with us.
I won't do anything. Like, I called the other night when he mixed tunchi in my weed, and it made me almost die, and no one took him then.
Listen, Sarah, I can't say about what happened the other night, but I can talk about what our shift will do. And our shift will handle business the way it's supposed to be.
I called y'all. I didn't call. And then after y'all left, like, he pulled a knife on me. And he keeps saying he's going to slaughter me and my kids. And then when he gets out, he's like, I'm only going to get 5 or 10 years. And I'm going to sit in there and plot. Like, who wants to live like that? He started talking crazy, went under my sink, said he was going to try and put poison in his food. And, like, he likes to joke about shit like that.
So basically what happened is they were out here earlier for disturbance. From what I'm getting, she didn't tell them about it earlier, but I guess he had attacked her. She's got marks down her right side. There's an injunction in place with the injunction. So there is a no violent contact. Obviously, we had the marks there. He's refusing to open up the door. He's not yelling or screaming, so he could be passed out for all I know. So she signed a consent to search form for us to go in there and go get him. Violation injunction because it's got the, yes, no violent contact. But then the funny thing about the injunction says no violent, but it also says that he can't go within 500 feet of this place because that pertains to the kids. How long is it? So the kids were living here when the injunction was issued?
No, sir. A week later. They left September 28th, and I filed the injunction October 6th.
Why did the judge say he can't come here when it's pertaining to the kids? Is this the kid's address?
Not anymore. It's mine. But we went back to court October 15th, and that day he violated it because he was over here when I wasn't here, and the people that were staying with me, Ryan McLaughlin and Lauren, had let him in while I was with my lawyer.
Has he ever lived here?
Yes, he has. But the landlord, this has been my place for almost 4 years, so
I got you.
Brown was like, yeah, it's her place, because saying if I let him go, he's going to slaughter me and my kids, and he gets out, he's like, I'm only going to get 5 to 10 years. This really ensures you'll get him out, right? This will get him out. Okay.
If he's inside, yes.
After talking to the woman, the police decided to enter the house. However, they had to forcibly kick the door open since no one was answering.
Justin! Sheriff's office, open the door now. It's open now.
I'll go scan the sheriff's office. Come out or can't have me sheriff. Fine, you won't bite. I'll go scan the sheriff's office. Come out or can't have me sheriff. Fine, you won't bite.
When the police entered and searched the house, it was reported that they found Justin hiding inside of a refrigerator.
Come on. Hey. Come on.
Hey, get your hands off me, cracker.
What do you do now?
You cracker for you to slam me like that.
Well,
I haven't done nothing wrong to none of y'all. I haven't disrespected nobody or anything.
be quiet.
Why did he just slam me like that?
Last time I saw you, looked up, you were running your mouth and it looked like you were pulling away from him, but I only caught a glimpse of it. So now, see, here's what I do, because I'm too old to slam people. I just tase them. You understand? Huh?
I haven't done nothing wrong, sir. I haven't done anything wrong to anybody.
Tony, stay here with him.
I'm not running from everybody. I'm not running.
When was the last time you were in?
Oh, you know, about 2 months ago for being over here because she said I was allowed and then called the cops because I didn't want to be here. If you go in the living room and look at the front door to the left, behind the front door, do you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we're listening.
Hey, I can't take the other shoe off, sir. Can you not see how tight it is, sir? Like, I can't take it off. Can you take it off?
Check his pockets before you go sit
Shit,
him in
check
there,
your
bud.
pockets, check my check whatever you like.
I'm going to tell you this, Justin. If one person comes outside from here yelling, I'm going to charge you with another charge. You understand?
Excuse me, sir. I'm talking Sarge right here.
I am the sergeant.
He's
I am the boss.
He's Sarge to me.
Excellent.
He's the boss to me. Because he
Excellent.
respects. He has respect.
Good.
He acts like
Lift
a
your
real,
foot up. What are you trying to check?
He acts like a real officer.
Do you need his other shoe?
He's treating me with respect and like a human being.
Yeah.
Not like a drug addict.
Dude, just be quiet.
She's mad because I didn't want to be with her. All my clothes are packed. I was trying to leave, sir.
I gotta untie the
The
shoe.
same thing that happened last time that I went to jail for this girl.
Well, you got an injunction that says you can't be here.
I have a non-violent contact order. I have
And she's got marks all over.
She has what?
Marks all over. Then you refuse to open up the door and do what you got to do.
I hit her?
Do what you got to do. Come on.
I promise you she ain't saying I hit her.
Yeah, she is. Oh, yeah, she did.
I beg you, ma'am.
She did.
According to reports, the woman had sustained injuries from a previous incident involving Justin. However, when the police asked Justin about her injuries, he denied harming the woman.
I bet y'all can't give me no more than 5 years. I'll be back out.
I'm good.
I can't get life.
It's outstanding.
You better tell the truth.
You understand the rights as I've read them to you? Do you wish to talk to me?
I haven't done nothing.
That's yes or I need a yes or no, Justin.
I haven't done it. I came over here to get my stuff.
Hey,
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you. I'll
okay,
talk to you.
fair enough.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. I was riding my bike to here from Blue Water. I have multiple witnesses. Brittany Bromstead and her parents. No, I don't know if her parents see me over there. I was at Brittany Bromstead's house in Blue Water.
When did you come? What time did you come over here today?
Her and her baby daddy, Levi Wise, picked me up.
They picked you up? Okay.
From Niceville. I was riding my bike to come get my clothes because we have a non-violent contact order. Okay?
Justin explained to the officer that he was only trying to get his clothes from the house when he heard banging on the door, and that's when he decided to hide in the fridge.
Packed my clothes up. She was getting mad because I was packing my clothes up, and whatchamacallit, she called the police. Next thing I know, I hear banging on the door, so I locked it up and I hid it in the fridge.
Okay. You and her argue at all?
Yeah, we argue every day.
No, I mean while you were here tonight. You just packing your clothes up, you guys arguing?
Verbally, yeah, absolutely.
What are those little statue things out there in the
Those
front?
are my grandmother and my grandfathers that just passed away.
Okay.
And that's like one of the only things I have left. This and, well, I took my belt off. It's in my box. I need to make sure my mom gets all that. And she likes to throw them down. And she likes to throw them down.
So
whenever
she
she's mad.
threw them out there?
I swear to God on everything I love. You can call Levi Wise. Call Levi Wise.
So what? She runs out.
Look at her phone. Look at her phone on Facebook. She came and got me.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Okay.
She came and picked me up.
But she runs out the door because she's gonna call us.
I didn't know she was gonna call the police.
All right. Did you open the door and start yelling at her?
I started yelling, Sarah, where you at? Because we were supposed to go in there and watch the movie and go to bed, and I was supposed to leave in the morning.
So she came with this other person to pick you up in Niceville.
Her baby daddy.
Okay.
And she got mad because she paid him $20 to come get me, and I told her, look, I don't know why you came and get me because we're breaking up. I'm coming to get my stuff. And she thought I was playing. She didn't think I was really coming to get my stuff.
Okay.
You can look behind the, just go in the, sorry, go look behind the door. All my clothes are packed in a box behind the door.
Okay. I believe you.
I swear to God, man.
Were you here earlier tonight when
I haven't been here all day.
when the cops showed up a little while ago?
No, I haven't been
What
here all
time did
day.
you show up here?
I just got here about 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago.
So if I asked that other cop because he saw a guy in a hoodie walk inside the house, he's not gonna ID you.
I have not seen no cop come to the house. No.
So within the last hour, because I've been standing out here for 30
maybe
minutes.
I was in the fridge for a little minute. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
were.
how long it's been. I'm on drugs, sir. I don't know.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. Why we had to kick the door. Why were you hiding in the fridge?
Because I seen police.
Well, if you
I
have a
run
right,
from police.
if you've got a right to be here,
I'm a career criminal. I run from police. I run from y'all. I hide from y'all.
Not every time.
Cops and robbers. Good guys, bad guys. Not you. I would never hide from you. They should have just sent you. I would have came right now.
I was here. I was the first one to bang on the door.
Dang.
Where's baby daddy at?
He's by the lines?
Yeah.
He left.
What's he driving?
A red 2-door Trailblazer.
Red Trailblazer?
It's like a Trailblazer or
Like the little Chevrolet or GMC SUV?
Yeah.
The small one?
Yeah.
Red one?
Like Trailblazer kind of.
Okay.
Maroon, right looking one.
All right.
According to the report, a large butcher knife was found on a shelf in the living room of the house. The victim identified this knife as the one Justin had used.
So he drops two of you off.
Yeah, like
you guys go inside.
I was at my homegirl's house.
Is that where you've been staying? Niceville?
She wanted me to come stay the night with her because she's been working for the past few days and she has some money. She's like, let's go out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, I was like, look, I can't find a ride home from Blue Water. I'm gonna start walking. If you want to come pick me up, you can come pick me up. And her and her baby daddy came pick me up.
You come here, you go inside, you decide, look, I can't deal with this no more, so you start packing your stuff up.
Yeah, and
how are you going to get back to Niceville?
I wasn't going back to Niceville. But I told her on the phone, I was like, look, we started fighting again, we started arguing again. I was like, I'm packing my You can look right there behind the door, to the left of the door inside.
All right, give me a second, okay?
During questioning, the officer noticed that Justin's story was not consistent, and when the police mentioned the knife they found in the house, he claimed that the victim often leaves knives all over the house.
Baby daddy comes, picks him up from Niceville. And I've gotten two different stories out of it. Initially, he said both of them. Yeah, they both came, picked him up. First story, they pick him up so he can come and get his purse, because he's done with her and moving out, blah, blah, blah. Second story, he calls her up, hey, I got a little bank. I want to go. She says, what are you doing? He says, I want to go to a casino. So baby daddy comes, gets him, brings him over here. They can't find a ride. They did start arguing because she didn't want him to leave. Did he admit to hitting her? Nope. Never, he said he never put his hands on her. He said the stuff thrown around in the front yard, she did it.
So you don't know at all I'm being charged with yet, sir?
I do not.
You have kind of idea?
I know at least aggravated assault for the knife.
Aggravated assault?
Yeah.
What knife?
The knife in the living room, brother.
Knife in the living room?
Yeah.
What knife in the living room? She said I pulled a knife on her? Yeah. And you think if I pulled a knife on her, I would leave in the living room? Why would I put a knife in the living room? The living room, the bedroom, her closet, at the bottom of the closet where her shoes are, in the bathroom, above the toilet, there's knives all around that house. You're not ready to that information in? Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that for the suspect, huh? You can only do something like that for a victim, huh? You can't do that for the white boy with tattoos on his face. That's crazy, bro.
As a consequence of his actions, Justin Dubois was charged with domestic aggravated assault, violation of a restraining order, and resisting arrest. We've got more to uncover, so stay tuned and check out another video we think you'd like. Go ahead and just tap or click